Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the most honest Season 10 Apex Legend tier list thing. You guys showed so much love on my honest tier list for Season 9. Even some of you suggested I make a Season 10 version of that video. A lot has changed since. Seer was introduced into the Apex games and he's proven to be King Meta. Ranked Arenas was introduced, which is a lot of fun, and all in all, Season 10 is proven to be like any other season. Fun for the first 6 to 8 weeks, and now we are patiently waiting for Season 11 to be announced. Some legends have improved, others still have Nessie, and that is still to be considered a buff. So with that being said, let's get right into this tier list, shall we? Also guys, if you are brand new around here, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 5k by the end of the year, so yeah, please help me. Let's kickstart this off with Bangalore. Bangalore, she has grown on to me a lot more since playing with her more in Apex Season 9 and the start of Season 10. Her ultimate is still a very good way to fend enemies away, interrupt people that are hard pushing, and allow you to get an advantage when in a team versus team gunfight. It's still quite disappointing that her ult still stuns her and her damage is taken away from her, but I'll be honest, if that wasn't put in place, she would be too OP of a legend. So for that reason, I personally think she is an A-tier legend. Shiv, great choice in the legend, my friend. And speaking of legends who get damage from their ultimate, Fuse. Fuse is still, in my opinion, hot, warm garbage. The main thing that is letting him down is his actual ult. I can understand why Respawn thought it was a great idea on paper to copy and paste Bangalore's concept and apply it to Fuse, but the difference is that Bangalore has a lot better passive and tactical abilities compared to Fuse. The flashbang clusters are pretty good and will pause new players temporarily, or they will allow more experienced players to fall into a trap of gunfire, but his passive of one extra grenade just ain't it for me, chief. So for that reason, Fuse is going into the D tier for yet another season. Bloodhound has always been a great legend to use. Her ability to scan areas off drop to just get KP in ranked has always been an essential role when playing with randoms or with friends. Her ult plays a key role as well, thanks to the shortened time of her tactical and the abilities to highlight enemies in red for a lengthy period of time. But her passive definitely needs some improving, and it would be more helpful for teammates to identify the whereabouts of enemies. For new players, it is good, don't get me wrong, but if you're more of an experienced player and you hate pings like myself, then hearing a ping every 3 to 4 seconds saying someone's travelled through here, then chances are you're going to kick that Bloodhound player faster than Octane on 100 stims. So for that reason, Blood is going into the B tier. Caustic was a legend that caused an absolute uproar in the comments on my YouTube shorts, so much so that it actually got to 40,000 views and is actually my most popular short. So I'm going to have to be very careful with what I say about him. Octane is someone I seriously enjoy playing in Apex Legends Season 9. Revtane was still a very common trend in Season 9 and it is still kind of here to this day in Season 10. But I'll be honest, I haven't played much of him in Season 10. Crazy, I know. His overall ability and health regen passive makes him a solid legend to choose from. And if you are a new player and you want to play as aggressively as possible, then Octane will definitely be a really good choice for you. That's if you can actually get him. The reason I'm saying that is because his choice rate is still incredibly high and will tend to be the same for quite a while. But other than that, Octane is definitely going to be an S tier legend for sure. Mirage is a great character to play, which I'll be honest is the complete opposite as to what I thought of him last season. And the reason for changing mind is because I've played him a little bit more in this season. He is actually a really fun character if you aren't very experienced in playing Apex like myself. The abilities he has are very good for that type of level of play, as you can bamboozle players into thinking that you are in front of them, but you're actually somewhere else. The problem, however, with Mirage is that I cannot see him being a very good legend to choose at a higher level due to more experienced players knowing when Mirage mains will ult or using their abilities, or even knowing which Mirage is the real Mirage. So for that reason, Mirage is a B tier legend, and shout out to all my Mirage mains. Moose, definitely shout out to you, boy. Crypto, not gonna lie, is still a legend that I still need to learn how to use before I can give a solid opinion. So for this one, I'm actually going to be going through the comments of Crypto for Apex Season 10. There is a lot of mixed emotions of Crypto, whether or not they need a stronger buff or if they are good enough already as a passive surveillance character. But according to the majority of the people on Reddit and Twitter, using a surveillance drone leaves Crypto extremely vulnerable. They do state as well, while controlling the drone, Crypto is a sitting duck. And on the flip side, Crypto can't take advantage of any of his abilities if he never gets a chance to fly the drone around. So for that reason, I personally think I'm going to be putting him in a C tier until I actually play with him personally, and I cannot give a personal opinion about him just yet. Gibby or Gibraltar is an ultimate defensive character. You cannot not love this man and his laugh. On top of that, he is a very, very good character for defense and in ranked games in the final circle. His bubble is a good way to delay the gunfire from multiple parties, and it can actually encourage players to push in when you could prepare for them. Or you can use his ultimate, which is similar to Bangalore's but is more instantaneous, so you can eliminate health or shield off those aggressive players. His passive is also something that was never seen before, and I still think at this moment there is nothing similar to his passive, which is his gun shield. So, Big Gibber, you're getting an S tier for you, my boy. See, I cannot lie, Horizon is someone I completely forgot about, same with Watson also. Both of them, I don't know, they're good main communities, but they have been forgotten about. Not to mention Watson being given the best buff in the history of gaming, not adding one, but multiple Nessies. Yes, that's exactly what you all wanted. But in all seriousness, they have been thrown under the rug for now. Hopefully Season 10 brings something for all of them, but for now they are both in the D tier. Harsh, I know, but they both have so much potential and they have been forgotten about. Lifeline has improved and she has played a very good role in the early moments of arenas. Now, it is still a shame that she's no longer having the res shield like in previous seasons, but in games like arenas, this isn't much of a problem if your team can work around it. Her ultimate definitely is in need of an upgrade though. Her care package is okay, I guess, but it isn't something which is going to flip the gunfight on its head. Neither is it as aggressive or assisting as other legends mentioned all on this list. So for Lifeline mains, I'm sorry, but I am going to have to put her in the B tier. Hopefully things do change to Lifeline's ultimate, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see. Loba has been a very interesting character that I have thoroughly enjoyed playing with, being inexperienced on rank Apex. Her ultimate is by far one of the greatest assets and make her a very, very strong character off the drop, allowing you and your team to loot some of the best loot as soon as possible. But one of the biggest things that would cause her to not be a top tier S tier legend is her bracelet. Now in pre-season 9 she had a long delay after using the bracelet, which would cause her to not be an aggressive character, but more of a character that could escape just before the fight really kicks off. She then did get a buff on it, which then decreased that delay time by using a bracelet and grabbing a weapon, but it still seems to be an issue. Her bracelet though is good in arenas, but it seems to just only be there where it's good. So Loba, you're going to go in the A tier, but on the lowest of the low for the A tier. Pathfinder is a legend that has been someone I used to love to choose when playing the game for the very first time, and I'm proud to say I do still use him here and there, more so in arenas. Path's grapple hook is so useful in arenas when either trying to push enemies hard every round or to escape and allow you to retreat and heal so you can get back into the fight. His ultimate is good in general, more so in the battle royale than in arenas, as you are pretty much a moving but sitting duck when on one. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Anyways, we need to talk about his passive. Yes, he does get the ability to look for the next ring, but that's all there pretty much is there for his passive. For that lack of passive, he's going to be an A tier legend. Rampart is looking to have a really good season in Season 10. She has been pretty good in arenas and with her amp covers and Sheila, her LMG, but if you look back at my last ranking of her in Season 9, then you would know I wasn't too much of a fan of her. But she is expected to get an heirloom in this next event coming soon for Apex, and is rumoured to have some good buffs, so who knows? Because I am optimistic, I will give her a chance to be a B tier legend, but if things are better than expected, she can more than definitely be an A tier, but if things are going to be less than expected, she's definitely going down to a C tier. Now, Rev is a legend that I did use after his buff where he could climb infinitely and his crouch movement being quicker than usual, but after that, there hasn't been much to appeal me to choosing him, where I've actually been having to choose someone else and I do end up using him in arenas. He is a pretty good legend in there to resist people from moving particular directions or to stop people using much stronger abilities to allow me and the squad to push enemies and to get through rounds really easily. Will I play him more? I'm not too sure, but we will have to see. But for now, Rev, you can go into the B tier. Rafe, quick and easy, you're in the S tier. What? she's my main. She's the legend I have edged closer to a 20 bomb with, I have 2k damage with, and was a legend that I've stuck with the most. Is there anything that could be improved with her? Of course. She isn't in the best state, but after the compensation for the hitbox error, she is becoming a stronger legend season by season. She's almost like Thanos when she gets all the different stones for the gauntlet. Yes, I love Marvel, okay? Yes, Marvel for life. Valkyrie was an amazing legend in Season 9. Her introduction was one of the best I've actually ever seen, and she was absolutely insane. But after a season has gone past, some flaws have definitely been shown, and she is a legend that does need a bit of working on, not gonna lie. Her tactical is good in arenas, and it will push enemies out of the way or into a trap where teammates can assist you. But the one thing that is holding her back low-key is her ult. Yes, it can get you from A to B very easily, but you are a sitting duck until your teammates are all hooked up. So it makes Valk very, very vulnerable. Valk, you are going to be a B tier legend though. Enjoy yourself. And finally, the newcomer to the Apex games, Seer. From the beginning, Seer and his tactical ability was OP, to the point where there was a trend of certain people dying to Seer's tactical ability. Yeah, sorry Timmy, I had to do that to you. Since then, he has been nerfed on his tactical ability, and that can no longer happen, but I'll be honest, he is still pretty insane to use. He's basically Bloodhound, but the one your girl told you not to worry about. He has a heartbeat sensor as his passive, which can be turned on or off, but let's be real, why would you want to turn off the heartbeat sensor when you can detect how close enemies are near you? His ult is very, very good too. Basically a dome of drones to detect movement, not only for Seer, but for the whole team. Oh, and going back to his tactical, it shows the shield level and health level for about 10 to 20 seconds. And as much as this might cause controversy with the whole Seer movement, Seer at the moment is an S tier legend. No more about it. And with that being said, guys, that's going to be my Apex Legends Season 10 tier list. Guys, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with a couple of them? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And guys, while down there, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notification. That way you never miss out on another video like this. And guys, my name's been Johnny. And if no one's already told you, have an amazing day. Take care and peace.